Hello my friends, and welcome to Tom's Tinkering and Adventures. Excuse me. Today, well, I don't have a whole lot going on in the garage here, but I will be doing some stuff here. I'm heading over to my buddy's house, Marion. He runs a YouTube channel called Robert Roy, and we got some things here to bring him. Let me show you here. So if you've watched my channel, I fixed this camera mount tripod for him. Let me open it up a little bit here. Maybe you can see where I repaired it. Yeah, I plastic welded that, so if you look in my videos, I'll show how I did it, and I've actually cleaned it up considerably since then, so you can barely tell that's been fixed. And my wife has been working on, sorry the lighting is not that great, on making some stickers here, so she made some for me. She's made a few different ones for my YouTube channel, and then also some for my buddy's YouTube channel here, which is called Robert Roy. So she made a bunch of different stickers. So I'm gonna bring them over to him. But before I do that, yesterday I was working on my motorcycle. I made this dash for it here, right there. But I did notice, like I said yesterday, a leaking fork seal. So I'm going to show you an old school temporary fix for this. I've already got fork seals on order, but I'll show you an old school repair trick for these. So let me get a few things set up and I'll show you what we do. Now, fork seals generally leak for a couple of reasons. Number one is if your fork surface has corrosion or dings or something like that on it, it will eat up the seal. And then another reason is getting a lot of dirt on the fork, which then, you know, like let's say you go through mud and it dries on there, then it causes a issue with the fork seal. This damn sun is in my eyes here. And then dirt getting in there. So yeah, I rode this thing through a lot of mud. I tried to keep it clean and it did leak. I temporarily fixed it on the trail, so I'm gonna temp fix it now. My seals will be here in a couple days, but I'd like to ride this over to my buddy's house. So I am going to see if we can't temp fix it, and I'll show you something here that some of you may remember, and if you're under a certain age, you probably don't. Yeah, film negatives. So these work pretty good actually for cleaning these things out. They sell a special tool you can buy. But if you're an old guy or gal and been around for a while and you still got these left over from your wedding or whatever, crap, you can get some use out of them. So let's set the camera up and I'll show you how you do this here. Look at that. So you're gonna take and rag first, clean this thing up a little bit. And then what you want to do is slide this dust seal down. So this outer portion here is a dust seal. This is not your fork seal. You see how much oil is underneath there? I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's a lot of oil underneath there. So this is just a dust seal, that lower portion. Your fork seal is way up inside of here. Can't really get a good camera view on it here, but I'll show you what you can do to possibly get you by for a couple days. Or, I mean, this thing actually got me about 10,000 miles home, and now it started leaking again. So you take your old wedding photo negatives, don't let your wife see this, and you place it flat along the fork, and I like to go in it at an angle and try to feed it up inside of the fork seal. And you'll be able to feel it break through there. Not really breaking, but sliding through there, I mean to say. There you go. Got it up in there. And you try to go all the way around if you can. It would be significantly easier if I remove the front fender. But I'm getting ready to ride over to my friend's house, and I'm not going to take the front fender off just to do that for a temporary fix. go. All the way around it. I can even get that thing fed up in there even more. It's all the way in there now. So what this is doing, in theory, what this is doing is clearing some of the dirt out of this front fork seal. Now, once your seals start leaking, you're probably done for. This may be a temp fix. I was very surprised at how well it actually worked for me on the road. I mean, it started leaking in Canada, and at that point I probably had 5,000, 6,000 miles on the, well, probably about 6,000 something on the bike. And I didn't notice any leaking for the rest of the trip. And it just started leaking again the other day when I rode the bike. So, all said and done, I'm very pleased at the temp repair. And fork seals are on the way. I'll be changing this out. And I'll make a video on it for everyone, or anyone who wants to watch it, I guess. Let's say. May not be your cup of tea, but you can always watch me bumble around in the garage, look like a clown. Maybe you'll learn some new words. But it's as easy as that. I mean, let me see here. Video of about 4.5 minutes talking. You can see how much it's leaked there. And I had some fluid on my boot as well from the other day. I guess that was like my first sign I noticed it. I thought maybe I went through a puddle of something, but anyway, let's see how that works. So we just did it. My buddy's house, Robert Roy. Robert Roy, check it out if you're interested in a cooking channel. He makes different things every day, and most of them look pretty darn good. But I'll head over there. We'll take a look at it when we get there. Maybe I'll even shoot a little video there of our delicacy that we're gonna be cooking. So we'll see you when we get there. All right, this is after a 15-mile ride. Now, I don't know how good the camera can capture it here, but there's a little bit of residual oil here. I'm gonna wipe that up, and then I'll check it when I get home. I'm at the Robert Roy Studios. He doesn't have a global domination headquarters like your favorite YouTuber does, but he does okay. Before he became a big YouTube star, I helped him remodel his garage here. We put up all this drywall, put in some lights, but I know I'm always welcome here. He's got this bar. I know I'm always welcome here in the Robert Roy Masterpiece Studio here. Well, like I said, he doesn't have a name, but if I look in here, this is how I know. This is how I know that I'm always welcome here. He always keeps some beverages on hand for me because, I mean, how can you repay some sort of work like this on this garage? So cheers.
You're gonna make me Gordon Ramsay level?
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay level. Hot dogs are on the grill. Now you didn't tell everyone just yet what we're gonna make here, did you? Oh, it's in the title.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the title. They know.
Yeah, I actually had to look it up. I had to look it up and it's like, what was the title of that video you tagged me in?
Well, it's just an experiment here.
So, all right. What do you want on there?
Ooh, I like. What do we got here? I
I
like.
saw have that fridge behind the bar too.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Midwestern guy, so I like sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut?
Yeah.
Let's see how this works. So the guy, I think it's a guy. He has like manly hands.
So it's man. Well, it could be a chick with man hands.
That's bigger than me.
Kirby says he's going to be in San Diego tomorrow.
What? Come on by.
Kirby, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm free. I'm free tomorrow, so
You're free every day.
Kirby,
You're
if you're in
retired.
San Diego, then we got to make Robert Roy eat something crazy. I don't know.
So, was it 2 cheese? It was 2 cheese.
Have you ever done cheese like this before?
No.
Me neither. Holy smokes, look at that cheesy dog. It looks pretty good. Now this one, ooh, that's cooking a lot. You think it's time to roll it? I don't know.
Yeah, let's do it.
We could
What do you
try
want
it.
on there? Jalapenos?
We could try it. I don't know. Jalapenos, maybe.
Yeah, let's try jalapenos on there. Hold on. Let me open it up real quick.
Well, I'm gonna set this thing on here and kind of start rolling it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it is nice. Oh, look at that.
Oh!
Yeah, don't put too many or you should cut them smaller, I think.
I'll just put 3. No, two's fine. I want to get it on camera. Look how beautiful this crust.
This is kind of a difficult maneuver because the cheese gets crusty, but then it melts at the same time.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That bottom one looks good.
Yeah, the jalapenos, you should chop them up. They're a little bit too big for this.
Oh, okay.
It's okay though, we're learning. If you ever decide to make this again, tell you what, I'm gonna eat it. That one looks good, look at that. That could be at the state fair right there.
Oh, that is so awesome. Look at that. All right, let's try number 3. Perfect though.
What do you think of that, huh?
3.
Yeah, end result, after practice. After practice they get better. That's the first one, and that's the last one. Look at, you could buy that at the carnival.
That's amazing.
This one, I mean, I'm still gonna eat it. It's kind of a soggy mess, but you can definitely see improvement as we went. And maybe it is part to do with
Not adding.
not adding anything, or maybe it's just improvement. But these cheesy hot dogs turned out looking good. All right, from left to right, that's the first one that we cooked, and the second one, and the third one. And as you can see, we improved dramatically on the fourth one. This one almost looks like you could buy this at the fair. So now we're gonna sit down and we're gonna taste test these things, and we're gonna get some wieners in our mouth.
Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah,
Before we-
yeah, we're gonna get pictures of it, of course. Is it weird to video 2 guys eating hot dogs?
Cheers.
So we decided to take them off the stick and put them on the bun here because it's a little bit easier probably to eat them. So yeah, it's not weird to watch 2 guys eating hot dogs together in a garage. Okay, there's nothing unusual about this. Just it's okay. So it's 2018.
Just don't put it on slow motion, all right? When you edit it. You took a bite already. Oh, hey, you better not do a slow motion on this, all right?
Fortunately, my editing skills aren't that great. Otherwise, I'll get a slow motion. I'll add music to it. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost with it. All right. In all seriousness, the cheesy dogs that's pretty good. It's got a crust kind of on here where it was cooking on the grill. Here you can see the crusty cheese. And this one's got relish in it, and that's the sauerkraut. Oh, that's
Sauerkraut.
That's the one I wanted. Here, feed me that one. Get out of here! Get out of here!
Slow motion this.
Nah, slow. Get out of here with that. So it's pretty easy to make. I guess you could probably make it if you had a big enough skillet. You could make it on the stovetop. Obviously, it's pretty easy on the Blackstone grill here because you got a big cooking surface. You know what we got at the house, and I haven't used it in a long time, is like a cast iron. It's about a little bit bigger than this breadboard, but it's all cast iron flat like that, and you can set it across 2 burners. Then you heat it up.
Oh,
we use it to cook bacon and stuff, but that would work good for this. So I'll try to find the Facebook link or whatever to this to see if there's another link, because some of y'all don't use Facebook. But what I will do instead of that is I will actually link your video of making these.
Oh, thank you.
I'll add the link below here, and I've already, before you got here, when I was shooting some video, I already cross-promoted you here, so I've shown this. Subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel first, then his second, or whatever. But subscribe to our channels. He cooks every day, and it's always something different. I've never seen you cook the same thing twice, have you? Maybe you've made the same thing more than once, but...
Maybe I delivered it different.
Yeah, but lots of different ideas for cooking things, and he cooks on this Blackstone griddle, which my sister has watched his videos so much that now she has purchased a Blackstone griddle. So no more hot dog eating on this channel. All right, the Yamaha's home, and you can see there's a very small amount, hopefully you can see on here, Very small amount of oil residue here, but it's not leaking like it was before. So the temporary fix using my film negatives looks like it will hold for a little while. Like I said, this is just a temporary thing anyway. I've got fork seals on the way, and y'all are definitely going to be looking forward to front fork disassembly on this fine machine here. And on top of that, in the meantime, on my way back from my cooking adventure with Robert Roy, well, look at what we got here. Oh my goodness, another project vehicle. They just show up out of nowhere around here. So I'll be treating y'all to that as well. Thank you very much for watching. Get out there and find your adventure. Adios.